apply to a WhatsApp user in the European Union are much higher, and the degree of protection and privacy which is enjoyed by them is of a higher order. Those options are not available here in India. So
that's my answer.
May I just respond? I'm appearing for WhatsApp. My learned friend is for Facebook. Now, this litigation is not WhatsApp centric. Because if you talk, my learned friend has made it WhatsApp centric. If you talk of privacy policy, it applies across the board to all platforms. Maybe Facebook, maybe Google, Twitter, every platform it will apply. So and Malas, kindly don't look at it from the point of view of one aspect also. Malas.
No, I'm sure there are many.
Yeah, now kindly look at it from this point of view. This has global repercussions. If we are the largest users, it has global repercussions. And if we are the largest users, it depends on the kind of investment that this country is going to get into. If you have a law that restricts through a judicial determination certain policies, Malas, you may not get the investment.
So, but my stand is clear. My stand is clear. Howsoever big a multinational is, if you are operating in India, you have to comply with the laws of India, and you have to treat Indian citizens with equal degree of privacy which you are treating others.
That's true.
The conflict between benches?
No, there's a messaging service called WhatsApp. A messaging service called WhatsApp. Now as far as WhatsApp is concerned, the company itself was taken over at one point of time by Facebook.
That's right.
Subsequent to that, there was a change in the privacy policy. Now, that is the subject matter of challenge in the High Court, and that was the subject matter of challenge before the High Court. Yes. The High Court has rendered a decision. When the matter came up here, a bench presided over by Chief Justice Kehar felt that the issues were so important that he said, and there is an order recording so, that this would be referred to or should be placed before a constitution bench. There were no questions at that point of time which were formulated in terms of the reference, because the issues overall were regarded as great moment and of great importance. Thereafter, there have been a series of orders in this case and a series of hearings in this case where the issue of maintainability, etc., has been debated, and previous orders will reflect that several counsel have addressed the court on maintainability, what the issue should be, whether it should be taken up by 5 judges, etc. Subsequently, there's a very major development which has occurred. The major development which has occurred is that now there is a cleavage in the WhatsApp privacy policy, which is being applied, say, I'm illustrating, to Europeans versus that which is applied here in India. And the degree, and we place that on record, by the way, by way of affidavits and further applications, etc. And what we find is that the standards which apply to a WhatsApp user in the European Union are much higher, and the degree of protection and privacy which is enjoyed by them is of a higher order. Those options are not available here in India. So one of our thrust arguments is that, look, until such time as the bill or whatever, the act finally takes shape, because we've seen this saga going on, and then the government, well within its rights, has withdrawn the bill. There was a committee, a parliamentary committee report, and they want to bring it, they want to align it. That's what the statement says. They want to align it now with the recommendations, etc. Even subsequent to a bill being introduced, it's possible that it may be referred to a parliamentary committee, etc. We don't go, that's all in the realm of speculation. But the issue today, which is a live issue, is that Indian users, according to us, ought not to be disadvantaged who are users in global jurisdictions, because according to our understanding, privacy now is, apart from being a human right and now recognized by our court as a fundamental right, has global implications. And if it's a universal human right, and if you are able to persuade your lordships that it is a universal human right, then as far as global corporations are concerned, they of course have to comply with local laws. But absent a local law, they have to adopt a golden mean or a golden standard, which we will place before you in terms of what is being. So this is very much a live issue, number one. It's an issue which we'll assist your lordships to on wherever date is convenient. And we will place matters both with respect to maintainability as well as. But what was suggested by the Solicitor General, which was correct, what he reflects said was correct, that at one point of time, even after hearings were held, because the committee was constituted, etc., etc., the matter did was deferred. But now that is several years earlier.
Was it being heard by a constitution?
No.
Yes, it was being heard by a constitution. So you'll find a series of orders after the first order,
Once
which was
in May.
heard by a constitution bench on several days. It's not just one day.
No.
It was heard.
Only one day.
Your Lordship,
It doesn't matter.
orders.
Doesn't matter.
Please see, let us start 18th April 2017, please. Please have a look at the order of 18th April 2017.
It was heard. I mean, that
Yes, then 27th.
Important. It doesn't matter what.
1 or 5 may
It
not
was
be.
heard earlier. That's all.
Yes, it's heard, and it was heard on maintainability, etc. And the court records dozens of, I mean, not dozens, I'm sorry, a series of counsel who've been heard on both sides. So my request today, to keep it short, is that please, I mean, whatever, subject to the convenience of the court and the other side, please place this on some date when we can assist the court. In my estimation, we will take less than 2 sessions.
Lords, only one thing, I'm sorry. So far as the petitioner,
Because I'm appearing for WhatsApp.
one thing, Lord, for the government, I may say. Lord, so far as the petitioner's contention is concerned, but it is the stand of the government that Indian citizens cannot be discriminated against as against the other consumers of the same WhatsApp. But my Lord, my respectful submission is that the government is alive to this situation, and the preparation and my Lord, the making of a bill, Lord, is already ongoing, and it needs a legislative response rather than, my Lord, a judicial intervention. And if your Lordships can consider waiting till, my Lord, the legislation is put in place, your Lordships would have the benefit of that legislation also, because many of the concerns of the petitioner may be taken care of.
Well, may I?
When did that happen? Because can we keep on?
Well,
Lord, yes,
2017
was-
was going on
Yeah,
for
we
5
are-
years.
Lord, since it was listed yesterday, very late, my Lord, the matters were listed.
It was being heard earlier also.
Yes,
So that was some 2 years, 3 years back.
That's right. No,
So,
if the legislature was keen to have a legislation, it could have brought the legislation. I mean,
No, there was a,
either we keep on endlessly putting it on.
what I'm submitting is
We
there
have
was
to
a
delay.
there was a legislation, a new bill was prepared. That new bill, my Lord, for good reasons, my Lord, is now withdrawn, and another bill is under preparation, my Lord. Since the matter came up late night, I could not gather the instructions, what time it will take.
Well,
That's my answer.
May I just respond? I'm appearing for WhatsApp. My learned friend is for Facebook. Now, Manoj, this litigation is not WhatsApp centric. Because if you talk, my learned friend has made it WhatsApp centric. If you talk of privacy policy, it applies across the board to all platforms. Maybe Facebook, maybe Google, Twitter, every platform it will apply. So it has implications not for WhatsApp. It has implications throughout the world on all social platforms. That's number one, Manoj. And all intermediaries, it has implications. That's number one. Number two, Manoj, the High Court in this matter decided that the writ does not lie. Manoj, that's an issue that your lordships will decide at the appropriate time. Third, my learned friend talked about the European law. Manoj, European law is a unique law applicable to Europe. For the rest of the world, Manoj, WhatsApp follows laws of all other jurisdictions in the rest of the world, whether it's Australia, Canada, United States, and Japan. For all those jurisdictions, the present law is applicable. So my learned friend is now saying, because it is discriminatory for Europeans, we should follow the European standard, and we should not follow the US, the Australian, the Canadian, the Japanese standard. Well, that's something that your lordships will have to decide.
Mr. Sibal,
See, our job.
sorry, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Mr. Sibal, are we correct in understanding that you have different standards? Obviously, you have now said so.
Yes.
Indian WhatsApp users are the highest in the world. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Yes.
So the advantage and disadvantage for the largest group of users is what is perceived here, apart from the maintainability aspect that you have pointed out.
No, the issue is not that, Malas, whether they are the largest user or not.
No.
It will depend on jurisdiction, Malas. The point is, it depends on jurisdiction.
We'll
The
discuss.
point that I'm making is, Malas, it ultimately depends on the law framed by Parliament. If the European Parliament frames the law, Malas, the jurisdictions will have to follow that. If the US, Malas, Senate frames the law, that will have to be followed. If Australia frames, so what my learned friend is saying to your lordships is the following: that they, and Malas, kindly don't look at it from the point of view of one aspect also, Malas.
No, I'm sure there are many.
Now kindly look at it from this point of view. This has global repercussions. If we are the largest users,
True.
it has global repercussions.
And
If we are the largest users, it depends on the kind of investment that this country is going to get into. If you have a law that restricts through a judicial determination certain policies, Manas, you may not get the investment. So it has commercial implications. It has investment implications. It has free speech implications. It has privacy implications, and it has implications that we should. Now there should be a judicial dicta that we should follow the European law and not laws all over.
one is not saying that, but the
No, but at the
commercial
same time-
exploitation of data.
At the same,
That's right. So Manas, there's a commercial aspect to it. So Manas, there are.
at the same time,
It's not-
if you go through the judgment of the Delhi High Court,
Yes.
direction was given, actually.
Yes.
A direction was given. At page number 15,
Yes.
we can see an order was issued that the users who opt to remain in WhatsApp are concerned. And up to 25/9/2016, that shall not be shared with the.
Yes, we have complied with that.
Complied.
Complied.
So it
We have
cannot be
complied
said
with
that
that.
that was, it cannot be said that that was not entertained or.
No, we've complied.
If it could not have been maintained, where's the question of issuing
No,
such a
that's I'm saying High Court decide. I'm not, Malas, I'm not
High Court?
I'm
High
not
Court
saying,
was
Malas, that your lordships will be inhibited by that technicality.
High Court
I'm saying
decided.
issues of far-reaching importance.
There are two choices.
Yes.
In the light of the observation made, the submission made by the solicitor. One is to consider posting it in January. Yes. Which means this will give the legislature ample time to bring in a law. What are we here trying to, is it establishing a point or securing the rights of the users? Now, if the legislature is going to come forward with a comprehensive law, which may be a solution to all the problems,
Yes, sir.
we need not be breaking our heads to, establish the point in law as such. If there is no likelihood of, if that's, I think, a reasonable time we are giving. We are putting it, say, somewhere in the second week of January. The other is to put it at the earliest, which can be in the second week of November, and proceed to hear the matter.
So may I respond to that? So Manas, first and foremost, I don't have a problem if the matter is fixed in the second week of January, but it ought to be, I can only request, it ought to be on the understanding that there will be a final hearing on that particular date. Because it can't be that in January, then we are again for directions as to another 3 months.
Either there
Yes.
is a law or
Yes, either there is a law. Yes.
or we will begin hearing.
Yes,
Or there is-
because
That's what you're saying,
the
you.
burden of our song is also until a law, what should be the norm required? No, that is ultimately, because how can we prevent Parliament from, or whoever, whichever the appropriate legislature is, from making a law? And that can always be amended because there will be an element of experimentation. So I have no problem with 15 January, but I will only request that then let it be in 15 January, whatever date or thereabouts, fixed for final hearing. We will file our written arguments before that.
All pleadings
Yes,
to be
yes.
completed, we'll go on with the case.
Yes, I agree.
I bow. But my stand is clear. My stand is clear. Howsoever big a multinational is, if you are operating in India, you have to comply with the laws of India, and you have to treat Indian
said no?
citizens with equal degree of privacy which you are treating others.
That's true.
But the difficulty is, I'm not making it WhatsApp centric. It should be citizen centric.
That's correct.
And no, it's not correct. Many of the directions of the central government are flouted. Many of the legal directions under statutory regime are flouted. Yeah, we are arguing one matter filed by one intermediary. I'll not name. Mr. Datar is appearing in Karnataka High Court. So they may not feel that since we have a global presence and we have kind of a
All right. We learn it.
My lords, I have been the corrected. My lords, mine is a writ petition where pleadings are not complete. It's also a correlated issue of data localization, where our private data should be stored within the norms of this country and be made available to regulators and courts as and when called upon for. There's no law to that regard. All the information pertains to us, WhatsApps, whatever, is all being stored outside India. So therefore, the compliance with courts, orders, and regulators is pure voluntary in nature by them. So my prayer is, Milods, in terms of information privacy as recognized, Milods, by bench of this court. The data should be stored in India and made available to them.
That's
My lord,
issue.
my lord, we have had an improvement into.
Oh, you are here.
Sorry.
We're searching for you. Yes.
Sorry, my lord, we have filed an improvement intervention application that had been accepted by my lords in 2017. So Vishwanathan had appeared on our behalf in my lords will see the orders. We had made detailed arguments.
Who's that?
Mr.
Who was
Vishwanathan for Internet Freedom Foundation.
Huh?
Internet Freedom Foundation, my lord, it's a digital rights organization. So my lord, we had filed our petition is also on our intervention application is also on record. My lord, we had also filed an application for directions given the 2021 privacy policy. However, despite many times trying to get the matter listed, the matter was never listed. Our IA was never listed. If my lords, I can just request my lords to issue notice in our IA. I understand that pleadings in their IA are complete. So my lords, we don't even need pleadings to be complete, but just so that we can argue on the 2021 application, my lords can just take note of our intervention application number.
What do you say? Does anyone have any objection to her?
No, they assist.
I think court
they can
first-
always assist the court.
She can always assist the court. My request to your lordship, let the matter come up, and at that time, whatever request is made, your
We
lordship
will
will
bear
consider
that
it.
in mind. We'll give you
Yes, yes.
My lords, we just note this.
Yes, all the parties, I mean,
Yeah.
will intervene so that
There's no issue.
not impeding
Yes, yes.
No issue.
some kind of personal.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So there are two dates that I find. Let's read the calendar. I think 10th and 17th of January are Tuesdays.
10th of January.
17th.
Yeah, whichever date which your lordship for
17th.
final disposal.
Why 10th of January is inconvenient?
Well, there'll be lot of miscellaneous.
There'll be a lot of holidays, bro.
Holidays
Sometimes
which
there'll
will
be a
get-
lot of holidays.
That's why I said.
All right,
I
17th,
don't mind 10th.
17th January.
Come.
Yeah, Pongal.
Yes,
On that day, it's understood.
yes, it'll be for final disposal.
It is for final disposal.
And your lordship may indicate some date, say a week
The
before.
first week would
Where
be a
short
miscellaneous.
notes of submissions can be filed.
But who will actually, all these constitution-based matters, we would like to have a common convenience
That we'll do, Manas.
so that you'll have to get together and put it together. So
No, we'll ask Brinda to take it up.
Huh?
We'll coordinate
Lord,
with Brinda.
with Mr. Kanu Agarwal and
Somebody from the,
Lordship may note, you have to record Kanu Agarwal and Brinda Bhandari will coordinate to make a convenience.
that's right.
Lordship
It
will be-
documents and then they can compile. In the
In all matters, they have to complete whatever.
Yes.
matter-
I don't know, his thing is that he wants all the data to be localized in India. That's-
Whatever, but pleadings to be completed by end December,
We will insist that pleading should be completed
by 15 December.
15 December,
Yes.
exactly.
Before the vacation.
We will
Yeah,
have
so 1 month.
clear idea.
Yes, yes.
And then somebody will actually put together a
Yes.
common
We'll do
convenience
that.
audio.
We'll do that.
So we don't have to look to many volumes. That we
Reflecting all views, Manoj, so that pagination is
Who
continued.
will undertake that task?
My
So
lord,
that's Kanu Agarwal and Brinda Bhandari.
Kanu.
Huh?
I'll do it with Mr. Adhikar.
Just give the name of.
Kanu Agarwal, my lord, KANU.
Having heard, no, first of all, so when this matter came up, started, Solicitor General. Something that the matter came up suddenly
Yes.
was yesterday night. It's pointed out this is a case where Parliament had introduced the bill initially, but for good reasons it was withdrawn. It is further is sufficient that the stand of the government of India is
There was a draft. It was
It's not introduced, Manoj, if I remember correctly.
It was.
It
bill of-
was,
It was
it went to a
It
parliamentary
was
committee.
introduced in December
But
2019.
I'm not aware, so it may not be possible for me to make an accurate
So,
statement.
my lord, it was introduced in December 2019. It got referred to the joint parliamentary.
If my learned friend says it must be.
It was
We have
tabled.
I'm relying
We have
upon
the
my lord, the
withdrawal.
last
It
interview.
was
sir.
tabled, it went to the parliamentary standing committee, then it was not introduced formally.
introduced. So it was tabled.
Tabled. Manoj.
Tabled it.
And the bill was tabled.
And withdrawn.
Bracket, you may just say.
Later withdrawn.
Council for WhatsApp.
That's correct.
No, your Lordship may say
Correct
proprietary.
it by pointing out that though tabled and referred to the committee, it was not
Formally
introduced as
This was
bracket
subsequently withdrawn.
process.
And then subsequently
Subsequently
withdrawn.
withdrawn, not, it was it called the
The
first.
bill was withdrawn.
Yeah.
Yes, it was called the.
However, the other solicitor would point out that Parliament is mulling, bringing in a new law, which should address the concerns of the parties. It is his definite stand that the policy of the government of India is that the users of WhatsApp and other platforms in India should not suffer discrimination in comparison to the users of these platforms anywhere else in the world.
Lordship may not say
May
that
not say
because.
that.
We are saying it because we are not putting it into
That's
data.
why-
We are
no, no,
putting it
Yes.
into-
Yes, please.
No, no, I'm not, that is my.
No, please record it.
No,
It's recorded because that is his standard. That's why you are not going to be affected.
But why say WhatsApp, Malad? Just say all the users, Malad.
Just
So then
All
you also said that
intermediaries.
WhatsApp, you
all
know, why?
intermediary.
All interviews.
So otherwise,
I
Malad,
don't say what
it has
what
also.
intermediaries. All intermediary. All intermediary.
as far as European Union are concerned, 27 countries have a different platform.
Don't worry, nothing is going to happen.
Out of 213 nations, only
You can
27.
continue to do merrily what you're doing. Nobody is stopping you in the meantime. Okay. Sri Sham Diwan Anand Senior Counsel for, you are appearing for the petition.
Yes.
So the petitioner would submit that while it may be all right, if some time is granted for the Union of India in its decision to introduce a law and make a law, the matter is being adjourned, it should be on the understanding that when it is listed on the next occasion, it will be taken up a final hearing unless it be the impact of the legislation overwhelms the issues which are covers every issue which falls for consideration in this case. But we are inclined to adjourn this matter, taking note of the submission made by the Learned Solicitor General to the 17th of January. This is case on the 17th of January for final hearing. By the 15th of December 2022, pleadings in all these cases shall be complete.
My lord's family request, we have an IA 11372, which is impugning the current 2021 policy direction. My lord, we issue notice on that so that the pleadings can get
Not
completed.
WhatsApp centric, I don't know why.
But I think, no, this is again.
Allowed
All these things we can argue.
No, intervention is allowed.
Allowed.
This is a application for directions, my lord.
To what direction for what?
My lord, which is on the 2021
It's against
policy.
It's only against WhatsApp. It's only against WhatsApp's new privacy
That's right.
policy.
What do you want? You want
There's
them
notice to be issued.
Not by virtue of an application, they want to challenge the new policy.
I don't understand.
My lords will see the last order. My lords will see the last order of 15th February 2021, my lord.
doing that.
My lord, by virtue of an SLP, the new policy is being challenged in SLP. I mean, that only can't be done.
So, I mean, what is going to be the effect
legal
of
issue
not
to be
passing that order?
Okay, my lord.
It's going to be a legal issue finally.
That's
It's
right.
it's not going to go on facts as such.
That's right.
And there we will have the assistance of Sham.
Pleadings would not be of much relevance.
No, wherever pleadings have to be completed.
It will have to be, but-
We are giving you ample time. But on that day, if it is not there, I mean,
Yes, yes.
nothing concrete doesn't have to be proceed to the hearing.
Yes.
You understand? So and so, just take the name.
Mr. Kanu Agarwal and Mr. Prabhas Bajaj will provide that
Will
convenience.
provide that common convenience volume containing
Documents relied upon by
documents relied upon-
respective parties.
The documents relied upon and also the contentions of all the parties.
No, but that's documents. No, that's just compilation will be documents and then,
It's only the document.
yeah, only the
Only
documents.
the documents, all right? Only the document.
Common compilation of documents
Common
on
compilation of documents.
or before 10th of January.
But let's kindly add the name of Shashank Mishra from our side on the
Yes, certainly.
convenience
That's
compilation.
fine.
Yes.
So we're three of us, well, it's just not Kanu Agarwal, but Shashank Mishra as well as Vrindavan.
You can begin by completely owning up the financial aspect of it. So,
No problem at all.
so we'll put together.
Shashank Mishra.
Common compilation containing all the documents relied upon by all the parties before the 10th of January 2023. Okay?
Yeah.
That's
Deeply obliged.
And if you would like a short note of submissions on or before 10th of January by the respective party. If you would like a written note, not necessarily we'll.
Not necessarily.
That's in both
Grateful,
cases,
thank you.
the connected matter. Connected matter also.
Looking at the face of the lawyers, I got a bit confused. Who is the face of amongst Dr. Sibal, Rogi?
Well, it's all of us
Who is the
together.
face of Facebook?
No, all of us together. All of us together.
Not we have a leader in Mr. Sibal, but we are all there to assist your lordship. Lordship not taking like a Ravan with 10
You
faces.
are not replying to Jagan's question. Who is the face amongst all?
Grateful.
Yes.